gentlemen, children of all ages. Hi, we're gonna play some Cyberpunk.
I wish I could be more consistent on my YouTube schedule, but life just keeps kind of getting in the way of that. Even next weekend, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stream. Easter weekend, going to be busy, going to be visiting family. It just never ends. I almost wasn't able to stream today. I had to move my car because we just had a major snowstorm. And unfortunately, with the way the plowing works where I currently live, they have this window where you're not allowed to be in the parking lot at all. And it's not a small window. It's like a 3-hour window. And I left for an hour and a half as soon as the window started. And I came back and they hadn't been around at all. So I thought, oh, maybe they're not coming today. Yeah, we just got like 35 centimeters of snow, but it doesn't look like they're coming. It's not going to happen. So, you know, I just kind of came in. I made my thumbnail for today's stream and got cozy. And no sooner did I publish that the stream was starting, or not starting, but, you know, get the waiting room up, I start hearing the beeps. The beeps of the plows. Those backup alarms that they all like to have. So, of course, I run out onto my patio, and sure enough, there they are, plowing away. So I get in my car and decide, okay, screw this. I'm gonna head out. I've posted the waiting room. I can do no more. The thumbnail is done. The stream is planned. Everything is ready. So I'm just gonna go and do my thing. And so I did. Went out, had breakfast. Well, had brunch. I'd already had breakfast at this point because I like to eat before I try and do anything creative. So went, had a brunch, made it back, and realized I had very little time to get started. I had spent longer getting breakfast than I had thought. Part of that was because I had to drive around our parking lot trying to find a spot that had either been cleared that I could use or was, despite the snow, not so bad that I could park in, because they actually didn't clear my spot. Despite me having moved, they didn't bother clearing it. They just left it. Probably because I got out of it after they had already started. And I do think that the guys who run the plow don't really appreciate that. Though I could probably turn around and be like, yeah, well, I don't appreciate you guys not showing up for an hour and a half when we kind of need you. But I digress. So yes, part of that was driving around the parking lot trying to find a spot so I could get back in, get settled, and then, of course, all the usual things one does when one gets home after going out for a meal. And then once I was settled, I looked, and it was already 4 after. Whoops. Whoopsies. Oh well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The nice thing about streaming here on YouTube is it's much easier to access the VODs, so anyone who feels like me starting late's a problem, trust me, it's not going to matter after the stream is done because it'll just be up here as a VOD. You can watch it whenever you want, you can start it whenever you want, everything works out. I understand how punctuality matters in streaming, though. Having a consistent schedule matters, which is kind of why I was talking about earlier about how it's bad that I can't manage to keep a very consistent YouTube schedule. I really need to work on that. Now, since I'm convinced that none of my regulars are currently here, I've gotten a little bit of progress on that secret I told you guys about a few streams ago. It's not ready yet. And given the current streaming climate, I don't even think it's going to be that much of a surprise to anyone. Everyone knows what the big thing is in streaming right now. But for those of you who didn't hear it, the slip of the secret last stream, we progress. I won't say much more. If you really want to know, DM me on Discord. If you know me, or if you're in my Discord. If not, that's okay. It's okay. You'll find out soon enough. You'll find out soon enough. All right. Let's get to the game. Get over to the game screen. Watch out. Now, why is that not rendering? Come on. There we go. Why does it do that? OBS, why you do that? My computer... Okay, my computer's not beefy. I was about to say, my computer's beefy enough. You can do this. It's like 3 years old. And it was middle of the road when I built it. It's not that great. I am actually planning on building another one soon. My hope is I'll convert my current gaming rig over to a streaming rig, and I'll add a capture card to it, and then we'll turn that into the streaming rig and have a separate gaming rig. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I do have the money for it, but I have a couple other projects I need to finish up first. One of which is the aforementioned secret. But there's another one that I've been meaning to do for a while. So my desk setup right now in person is I have my personal desk, which has my gaming stuff and streaming stuff all on it. And then directly beside it is I have my work desk, where of course all of my work stuff is. I'm a stay-at-home software developer. I very rarely go into the office. So I have a desk dedicated to my work. It is covered in miscellaneous electronics, plus my work laptop and a few things to keep me entertained when I'm mulling over a problem. And I have two very different desks for these. Like, my work one is actually a very nice desk. It's a nice wooden one. I built it at the start of COVID. I put it together because I was working at a different company and they gave me a stipend for buying a desk. They didn't pay much. The desk I bought was like almost $1,000 and they paid me like $300, but it was still better than nothing. And, it's a very fancy desk, but it very much contrasts against the black steel and glass desk that is my personal gaming one. Now, there's something to be said for having the differentiation of the two. Having two that are very distinct for very distinct purposes does help focus. But what it doesn't really do is look good. And the reason that matters is because I live in an apartment, and in my apartment, I don't have a whole lot of places I can set up a desk. I could have set it up in my bedroom, but my problem with that was that I work at my desk, and I didn't want to associate my bedroom with work because that would mess with my sleep. And my sleep's already messed up enough. And so the only place that remained was either the spare bedroom, but that wasn't great because that means if I have guests over, I can't stream. And some of the times when I have guests over, I do want to stream with them. And it would be awkward to be in their room and doing that. It would just be kind of weird. And so that really leaves in my apartment the open concept living room, dining room area. And I do have it set up there because, that actually worked out pretty well. It's almost part of my living room. It's actually probably closer to being part of my dining room, which is also why I don't have great sound quality. Because I'd have to put up sound paneling in here, and there's not a whole lot of spots to do that, nor do I necessarily have the room for it. Oh, that was weird. Something just went funny on me. It's almost like my Go XLR just disconnected. What? I'll have to figure out why that happened. Either way, it looks like it's still working, so not going to complain. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't have any sound paneling set up because there's really not a whole lot of room to set up a proper booth. And it's one of the motivating factors behind me, hopefully in the next year or so, getting my own house. There's kind of 3 reasons why I want to get my own house. Number 1, I'm getting on in years and I would like to have a house to retire in at some point. I don't want to count on inheriting my parents' house. It's too expensive for one thing and it needs a lot of work. And beyond that, it's in a city I don't really want to live in. I don't care for that city. I moved out for a reason. So I've been looking around for the last year or so, and I do have enough money to start my first house. And I'm thinking very soon, possibly within the next year, I am going to finally get a small house somewheres in the city I currently live in, or maybe just on the outskirts, as long as I can get good internet, because obviously I would like to be able to continue to do this. So kind of the order of plans I have for myself right now is I'd like to redo my living room, because despite me mentioning that I'm on in my years now, I still have the same furniture I had when I left university, and it is tacky. Tacky as heck. I also have like no stand for my TV. It's not on the floor. I did find an old like nightstand like thing that I use for my television in my living room, but it just looks bad. And so what I want to do in kind of in order is I'd like to redo my whole living room, like all the furniture, just redo it. I want to get a proper desk for my streaming and work setup. And I'd like to get a small in-apartment freezer. Once I've got those things, then I'm kind of starting to hit the point where the only upgrades left to me are to get my own house and build from there. Now, I would want a small house. I wouldn't actually want a whole lot more room than what I have here in my apartment. Maybe an extra floor of the same height, then I'd be pretty happy. So not quite a tiny home, but, you know, very small house. In fact, what would be ideal to me is about this size, but with a basement of the same size, preferably a finished basement, you know, with similar rooms, so I could set up a small gym and set up a small sound studio, and maybe have, you know, an extra room. That would be really happy for me. And as long as it had like a patio for a barbecue and a garage of some sort for my trike and my car, I think I'd have just about everything I want. Really. It's simple, it'd be small, wouldn't need a whole lot of land because I hate mowing, and I think anyone who has done it for any period of time will agree with me on that. And that's it. Small driveway, preferably paved, so it's easy to shovel off in the winter, and that'd be everything. Yeah. That's kind of the big final purchase, the big goal. I'm going to be able to replace my desk probably this coming month, actually. I do have to pay for a few other things first, including that secret. And then after that, yeah, it's going to just be living room and freezer, and then it all goes to house after that. I think in the next 5 years, things are going to be very different on the stream because I'm going to be in that situation, and I'm honestly kind of excited for it. There's tons of other little things I'd like to buy, but that's like the big plan. That's the hopes and dreams situation. Anyways, enough talk of my hopes and dreams. Not only is my coffee getting cold, my trigger finger's getting a little itchy. Well, I suppose I don't really use a gun, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I put some maple cream in my coffee. Oh, it's so good. So you might be wondering why I'm not loading this. That's because I was running around trying to find a screenshot for today's thumbnail.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Info Flash. Say, did y'all lose power yesterday, too?
No.
Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was.
Oh, shoot. This is still when I was trying to get a screenshot. Okay. So what has occurred is I have received 2 phone calls, both from fixers, while I was searching for a good place to take screenshots. So we're just going to make our way back to the road. Oh, this poor bike. And that's also why there's no UI. We'll bring it back in a second. Okay, let me just bring that back. Settings. Interface. Hit indicator metric. Boop, 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 boop. Let's bring all these back because we were using all of these. I wish there was like a quick disable and enable UI button, but there doesn't appear to be. Oh, there we go. So we're not using Jackie's bike at the moment. We're using the one that we just got. Area is hostile. Well, we're not sticking around. Don't worry. No, I'm leaving. Don't shoot at me. All right, we're going to Takamura. He's a ways away. And for all of you Americans who are looking at my indicator and noticing that it now says kilometers and not miles anymore, you're welcome to say is what to the quote from Soldier from Team Fortress 2. What the hell even is a kilometer? If you don't know that quote, I'm disappointing you. You should know TF2 quotes around me. That said, it has been a while since I've played TF2. I kind of miss it. Oh, shoot, I missed my turn off. Alright, we'll be alright. Get a job? Is that really what he said? Why would you say get a job to someone sideswiping you? Like, that makes no sense. That's not the insult to use there. Like, maybe learn how to drive. That'd be a good one. Yep, that's a red light. We're just gonna drive through all those reds. Woo! Back end of the bike just kicked out from underneath me. I've had that in real life. It's horrifying. Unless you're like trying to do it, it's absolutely terrifying when that happens. Highly not recommended. Alright, so we're gonna meet up with Takamura. I've been kind of putting off a lot of these quests. Okay, it wants me to cross the road? Okay. See if we can do this. I'm gonna find us a place to park, I think. I think that's my current objective. I mean, I know it doesn't really matter in this game, but it matters to me personally. That'll do. Are they treating me as though I'm blocking the road? I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna adjust my DPI if I can. It feels sluggish. Or is that my computer? What is going on here? I think it might actually be my computer that's sluggish right now. That's bad. Alright, so here we meet up with Takamura. Surprising, I know. I'm actually doing, I'm actually doing story. Oh, the lag is something else. I don't know what's going on here.
Does Arasaka not have enough of its own people?
Look around, sir. Things are heating up in the city.
He's got the gift of the gab. Can't be denied, but I need to steal your buddy for a sec.
What are you?
You know what I'm doing.
Goro, good to see you.
As it is to see you, B.
Stop talking to the cops, dummy.
I acquired some information of my own. Do you know who most wished to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade?
No.
His murderer. The irony makes me sick.
I thought Yori wasn't one
What's in it
for
Yorinobu?
tradition.
Doesn't seem like the kind who'd care to honor tradition.
That is so. Japanese heritage is one element. Yorinobu will also put on a display of power. The floats are sure to be beautiful, but the wizened eye will see in them a hidden message.
A hidden message?
What message that be?
I am here, Gumindomo. Watch your backs.
Not one for subtlety, is he? Still don't see how this gets us anywhere.
I have had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Look to the sky.
Okay.
The dash floats will pass precisely this way. If I could just get onto Hanako-sama's float, I could speak with her in private.
Get there how?
Why jump? Of course.
Even with implants, that's not going to be a thing.
Expectations way too high, Goro. Couldn't pull that off even if you had your fancy implants.
I have thought of a solution.
Okay.
While you are occupied with your shady dealings, I learned
They weren't
more about
shady.
the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they prepare them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system.
Okay.
You will then be able to disable any security before I sneak inside.
Hacking's really not my forte.
Gotta be honest, net running's not my forte.
It is even less mine. I have an infected shard. It was not cheap, but the man who sold it to me guaranteed it will work.
I don't buy those guarantees. But all right.
Let us move on.
Don't connect to it. It's infected, you dummy. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
To take control of the float is one thing, but not all. The security concerns me.
Messages. That's what I wanted to do. We're already talking to him. We're just responding to his text while we're talking to him. That was not what I hoped. That's not how I hoped that was going to play out.
An easy target, but I may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, well, getting more and more used to that.
And now, what would you say to a small test? We must try the shard. The camera control room is in front of us.
Okay.
You must get inside and infect the network. That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
I will not touch alcohol. At work, I will watch your back.
I do like him a lot of the time. Open the door the traditional way. We could try all the fancy hacking and stuff like that, or I can just force the door open. Anything else in here I need to be aware of before I leave? Oh, looking like no. I'm not reading that on stream.
V, how you doing, honey?
Fucking work.
Listen, got a golden opportunity for you.
Word on the streets that when Wako says golden, it's usually a turd wrapped in crepe paper.
It's a sticky situation.
sticky. Wow, you're really selling this, Wacko.
Jobs like any other. Just the clients, well, demanding.
Client's got every right to be demanding. What makes this one any different?
Wants everything to go exactly as planned. Willing to break the bank for it, too. Job like this needs your magic touch.
I mean, my magic touch
Anyone
involves
that's
busting
experienced
faces.
it, just fuck it up.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Now I'm sure it's a turd in crepe paper.
So what's the job?
So, what's the spec?
Caroline Jablonski. Set off any buzzers for you. Murdered in cold blood. Made waves a few years back.
It does not make any
They
sense.
locked the guy up. But now there's a chance he could walk.
Someone does not want him to
Jablonski's
walk.
family wants to balance the scales of justice for good. You'll finish him.
The perp been proven guilty? Meaning he deserves to die, truly?
Do I look like a criminal prosecutor to you?
What'd he do, exactly?
I'm not a beat reporter, neither. You want the job or not?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm in.
Good. Client will be waiting for you by a car at the corner of 6th and Brandon.
Huh? In a car?
Client wants to tag along. Be there in person when you put a bullet through the guy's
There will be
eye.
no bullets.
Good luck.
They will be brutally beaten.
And
Done. System's ours.
the shot works. Good. The easy work we have done.
Oh, good.
To break into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses.
It never
Before
is.
we discuss that,
He wants to eat.
Sid, I have not eaten since yesterday.
Knew it.
Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Anything that isn't local, please.
Isn't low carb.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove useful.
Didn't ask you, Johnny.
He's a well-trained dog. Needs orders, that's all. And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flatline him.
He's not on his A game, sure. But even without implants, he could decommission us easily.
Where's that come from? Ever seen him in action?
Nah, just know. And the way he walks, the look in his eye.
We'll come back to this later.
Thanks, Johnny. I continue to not ask you.
What is this?
Hey, yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan.
Why is this running so
We
poorly
break
right
into
now?
Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
5. Oda zeros us.
Forgot 5. Oda zeros us and pisses on our corpses. He won't ever be less than a foot away from Hanako.
Oda would not dare raise his hand
Oh,
against
yes, he would.
What about me?
That's a sacrifice he's
That
willing
is
to
a
make.
different matter. I would advise you to watch your distance.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so.
I wanted to
Things
eat.
even more stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
Let me help.
You're a stranger in a strange land. Going with you.
True. And you with your hands, skills, mind of a thief. Agreed. This we will...
Johnny did not like that. Johnny will remember this.
Cook! Louder! Louder!
To double the
Yorinobu.
amount of our
In the
active
flesh.
Night City security forces. President Myers has
He eliminated the last obstacle between himself and complete power.
And they
Surrendered it to him.
Tell me that. What do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka, an empire built to last.
I see.
Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside, all of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this.
Oh, he's cussing now.
Ksa.
So what are the
got
factions?
factions inside Arasaka? What are they?
There are three: Kiji, Hato, and Taka. Kiji longs for stability. The old order. They are united behind Hanako-sama. The liberal wing, Hato, support Michiko-sama, Saburo's granddaughter. I know little about her.
Okay.
And then there is Taka.
Michiko was actually the name of my
Preacher
Japanese
stars
teacher in
who
university.
support Yorinobu. Not to mention even smaller factions.
Tell me about him some other time. Where's Yorinobu's rebellious streak come from?
No one knows this. Perhaps soon I shall ask him in person.
So why'd Saburo allow it all to happen?
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could have kept his son on a short leash.
He's a father?
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet, at a critical moment, he showed a weakness.
For Yorinobu.
For his daughter.
Oh.
When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word.
Oh,
Yet
my arms
he
are like
did
stiff and sore from all the shuffling.
For he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of
Spare
his
the rod,
deeds.
spoil the child.
Feels like that's about to change. As long as we get Hanako to believe our version of events. Conscience could also come into play. Assuming she's got one.
We must reach her first. Will you join me?
Might as well.
Sure, why not?
Let us go from here.
I hope you enjoyed it. Please come again.
Sawdust and plastic.
All right, let's go. I've probably made a big error by going with this guy.
Come. I have found a good place to observe.
Okay.
We must just climb up here.
Taking your damn sweet time, sir.
Now this way.
Everything's like motion blurred for me right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't have much running on my system.
Fortune smiles to us. It seems no one is here today.
At least it looks okay on stream. And maybe my video card's dying. Okay. I guess I'll push the button. I feel like a building like this is not good for reconnaissance.
View of the city, if there was anything to admire.
Hate Night City that much?
Perhaps I'm simply homesick, as you say. Now, you must look for...
I mean, I kind of hate it too.
weaknesses, while I try to think of a diversion. Arasaka cannot discover our intentions. A bit of sabotage is just what we need to divert their attention. You will have the best view on the left. I will try here. This old scope should be good for something. Shall we begin?
Okie dokie.
Let's do this. Got eyes on the comm system. A lot of guards.
It's really not picking up a lot of stuff. Like, I can see that there's a bunch of stuff, but it's like having a hard time detecting it.
I could use comms for a diversion.
Trucks drive up regularly.
Are we to hijack one?
Camouflage turrets by the gate.
A last resort. I do not wish to die there.
It keeps like having just a second of detecting it.
Footbridge, but it's guarded.
We will use it to enter if there's no other way. This is not bad.
Transformer by the wall. See it?
We should use it to step up.
Antenna. Security hub's liable to be in that building.
Perfect for sabotage.
Pipes. See 'em?
We could use them to get inside.
Yeah, now it's work.
Looks like a service tunnel by the road there.
It could lead to the warehouses.
All right, I think I've scanned enough things.
Think I've seen everything.
We have what we came for.
So, we going in?
Is this what you said before entering Konpeki Plaza? I wish to be certain we have not overlooked anything.
That's fair.
We should wait and observe. If nothing out of the ordinary happens, then yes, we go in.
I like it.
Sensible. Better get comfy.
I shall sip my coffee.
B.
What?
No sudden movements. Do you see it? The cat.
Thought they'd all
Fine-looking
disappeared.
feline. Thought they'd all disappeared from the city.
It is the first animal I see in Night City, except cockroaches, of course.
First it was birds, then dogs. Cats actually put up a fight longest.
Perhaps it is a bakeneko.
An idiot cat.
A Bakaneko? What's that?
It is a cat spirit. It brings misfortune, can restore the dead back to life.
Who knows? Could be.
Feline ghost. I suppose anything's possible.
My grandmother knew many stories about kitsune, kappa, bakeneko too.
Interesting. So where'd you grow up?
Where'd you grow up, anyway?
I am from the slums of Chiba 11. Once when I was desperate to live there,
You...
bad memories washed
Ow.
away by time.
Just like banged my hand off
I
my
long
desk.
only for the simple days of childhood.
I remember when I was a kid.
My childhood. Let's see. Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills.
Stalinsky's method.
And, first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
I remember the chemical stench of the canal, where we boys washed our shirts. Corporate transporters sometimes passed through our
At least it's not doing the blur effect it was doing
Arasaka
before. It seems like it's
selected
stabilized a bit.
but only the clean ones.
They recruit you for military service?
Let me guess. So they could turn him into corpo soldiers?
Exactly. When they chose me, I felt I had won the lottery. In the army, I was given everything I lacked before: discipline, regular meals, and when
Ooh,
I
regular
proved
meals.
I was gifted an education.
Anything's good that puts food on the table.
Did what you had to keep from going hungry.
I sense that you judge me, and yet you have no right to. Unlike you and your friend Mr. Wells, I was not arrogant. I did not take the
I literally
easy path.
agreed with your path.
Wasn't judging you.
And true, you oppose the corporations, their order, their word, in a mindless way. Yet you offer no worthy alternative.
I literally did not judge you.
Take a look around. It's here. Your corporate world in its glorious splendor.
You show me filthy streets as if no other world exists, as if nothing else is possible. What of the millions who work for Arasaka and receive stability, safety?
Chiba 11 slum rats? They're there. Scraping scraps out of scop tins. Corpse decided that too.
I literally was trying to be supportive.
We cannot fix everything at once.
You already forget what happened at Tom's Diner? People hate Corpse more than anything. Can't blame them either. Got some regrets, but clipping from Arasaka ain't one of them.
Sometimes I wish to become a nomad, to leave this world, forget everything.
Yeah, I already did that.
Never too late to change.
What is your expression? One cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
That's not true at all.
Do you know what I think?
Nope.
What's that?
That day in Konpeki, we both have lost someone important.
Yeah, that's true.
And we are not at peace with this. So we seek conflict, argue eagerly.
Yeah, starting to make some sense.
Finally starting to make some sense.
It is the duty of the living to atone for the dead.
I don't agree with that.
Hanako-sama shall aid us in our mission.
Or she'll make sure we die for good.
Thank you, Johnny. Nobody asked you.
Bakaneko got sick of us, looks like.
It will find its own way. As will we.
I do like him overall.
I think it is time to do something.
Getting worse.
You do not look so bad.
Thanks. I thought I had to follow him. So maybe it was just the game trying to tell me that my character is actually getting worse. Maybe that's all that stuff was. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool if that's what it was. Down we go. Ding. Shall we go, sir? I've been watching a lot of clips from Iron Man. I think it was Iron Man 2 and 1. And I don't know how to describe it. But I start like any phrase that is commonly said in those clips, like Jarvis, anything he says, I have started to like hear it in his voice.
In touch. The diversionary action, that is mine to do.
Steal the truck. What truck? How do I say that that's what I want to do? I'm going right for that truck. Okay, the truck just got in. What would I need to do to get that truck? There's another truck. What? Oh, I see. Okay, so we gotta catch the trucks as they come around. Alright, so we gotta stop this truck before it gets too close. Excuse me. Nope, get back here. Okay, we'll let that one go. We'll wait for the next one. There will be another one. Here it comes. We gotta stop it before any Arasaka guards could see it. Nope, get back here. Why didn't that not work? I just want to break in and steal a truck. Why is this? Of course, there's a cop there now. So now we got to be careful so we don't get arrested for what we're about to do. There's Arasaka guards. We don't need that. Okay. Ah, okay. That sucked. They ain't even stopping at the light. I wonder if maybe if I punched the car, maybe that'll encourage them to stop for a second. There has to be an opportunity for me to break into one of these cars. Nope, that didn't work. We dented the front of their car, but they didn't stop. I'm gonna get one, I swear. One of these guys is gonna have an accident, and I will take his car from him. Excuse me, this is mine now. Don't mind me.
I'm in.
Good. Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away. Rather clever.
That's why I'm here.
Very well. I have reached the roof. I'll be in their communication system soon.
Okay. What's the best way to do this? Without getting detected. There are guards everywheres. Cameras everywheres. Right, camera offline. We gotta wait for an opportunity to put the guard to sleep. There is another camera that could potentially see me. I wonder if they'll ever notice the systematic turning off of their cameras. Okay, that guard is going to be a problem. And there's another guard approaching, unfortunately. Ugh, that's a problem. Can I get on top of these, maybe? Maybe that's the play here. Go Skyborn. There's another camera. Oh yeah, now you're over there safe and sound. I need to get in a position to knock him out.
What the fuck's going on?
That was not what I wanted. That went poorly. Let's just reload that. Hopefully it didn't save just as I punched him in the face or something. Come on, finish loading. Let me in. Let me in.
On site.
What?
Yes, I heard. You are
That didn't go as planned. Okay, we'll try. Okay. I don't know what happened there. It looked like I somehow managed to crash my car in.
I'm in.
good. Now try to enter.
Okay, you know what? Let's just go back to the prior one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm trying to do this quietly. Okay. Steal the truck. Okay, there's one coming. Wasn't fast enough. These guys don't even stop at the lights. They just go. Okay, next time I'm going to stop as soon as we get in. Going to block traffic for a bit. Nope, didn't it. I'm not fast enough. There's nothing I can do to hack it either. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to hitchhike. Honest. Just a friendly hitchhiker. Friendly hitchhiker. Friendliest of hitchhikers. Totally not trying to steal a truck and break into their base. That's not a thing I would do. Excuse me, this is mine now. Hey, and I didn't crash it this time. Whoa, that cop almost hit us.
I'm in.
Good. Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away. Rather clever.
That's why I'm here.
Very well. I have reached the roof. I'll be in their communication system soon.
Was this the answer? Not letting me in, huh? Take a nap. Okay. Gotta be sneaky. Which is kind of hard in this situation. God, there's even more stuff here that could detect me than before. Nope, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything.
Of course.
Okay.
Find the largest float. They are controlled from inside. The tech. It could be an ordinary terminal.
Gotcha. How's things at your end?
Good. I'll reach the control room and make a terrible mess. Very well. I am ready. When you finish, I'll make the system sick.
He's just, napping. Okay, there's a camera there. Sneaker, sneaker. Gotta be sneaker. Great. Can I not use physical ability to open it? Okay, then we'll find a different route. I should have the physical ability to open that door. What's going on here, game? All right, whatever. We'll find another option. I probably shouldn't leave that guy just passed out in, like, the corridor there, but... Oh, I should have looted the last guy I knocked out. Oh, well. Okay, first things first, we turn that off. Okay. Stuff here that could see me. Hey, coffee. I'll take that. Okay, we can't currently see the camera. We can see the guard over there. Really? What am I supposed to do? Huh? What am I supposed to do, game? Oh. This could be it. Messages. Okay. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I open this one? Yes, I can. Okay, it's an option as well. Okay, we're getting somewheres. Where's the camera? There it is. I can see it. All right, camera's off. Gotta keep the cameras off. Oh, that's a problem. We're in no position to deal with these guys. God, they're everywhere. I mean, it makes sense. More cameras. And guards. Can I sneak underneath? Okay, There is a camera and there is a guard. Okay. We're just going to stay well out of sight here. We need to be sneaky. Okay, he's right there, and he's right there. There's a guy back there. How am I supposed to do this without getting noticed? More cameras offline. Whoop. I do not want him to see me. He could now potentially see me. So could they. Okay. There are now guards in both places I want to be. That's unfortunate. Because it's my hope to not get detected, but... We're gonna have to hide.
Approaching target.
You should not do that.
Shoot!
That was a sniper rifle. Okay, we're just gonna hide here for a bit because I know they can't see me here. They have no idea. We'll see how long till they get tired of it. I don't think they can get a line of sight on me here. Not unless they can get up on top of those. Which I don't think they can. You can't see me. There's nobody here. They're looking for me, but they have no idea where I am. Okay, that guy can see me. What? No enemy contact. You can't see me.
Come out. Hands where I can see them.
No. I'm quite happy where I am.
Go, go, go!
What are they even shooting at? They have no idea where I am.
Enemy contact!
Okay, that guy can now see me. How is he still hacking me? Okay, I think we may have to do something about him. He doesn't know where I am. I hacked his eyesight. Should I just fight my way through this? I'm starting to think that maybe that's the only way this is gonna play out. What? How are they like, shoot her? They don't know where I am.
Approaching target! Only a matter of time.
I think this leads me down towards them. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a terrorist. That's just rude.
Enemy contact!
This will hurt.
Enemy contact! Come out with your hands in the air!
No, I don't think I will. So many snipers. Probably not a good time for this.
Okay. Float's ours to do with as we please. We can fly to Tokyo if you want.
Haha, I just may do that. Good work. Now, It is my turn. Can you see? Terrible chaos. Even the roof is slowly. B, that roof. That is your will. There are buildings around. Smaller ones. Use them to come down. B, you must hurry. And Arasaka AV approaches.
What does he want me to do? Oh, I see.
Fucking worked.
Excellent work, B.
Okay, what now?
Now we retreat into the shadows and arm ourselves with patience. I will contact you before the parade. Until then, try not to get into any more trouble.
Cannot promise that.
Wasn't enough already.
They don't know I'm here. I'm sneaking over their roof. Huh. That was actually kind of unnerving. Thanks. I'll remember. What would you say to a little dinner together? He wouldn't. How did I not get detected climbing around on this roof? Don't mind me. Totally didn't just break into your lot. Nope. Didn't do it. Pursue other leads while waiting for Takamura. Okay. Don't lose your mind. I fought the law. We're not doing Phantom Liberty yet, that's for sure. I don't know what to do. Should probably level up at some point. I do have that guide I've been following. Where did I put that? Got the guide for my build because I'm bad at builds in games like this. Oh, there it is. Reflexes in body are already as high as they're going to go. What was the one they wanted next? Do I have all of the strength or the body perks? I think I do. Pretty sure I don't have all the reflex perks that I wanted though. Let me just take a look. Body perks. Yeah, I got all the ones they recommend for body. So that means we're behind on reflex perks. Let's take a look-see here. The only one that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me is this one. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but I don't know what it is. Air dash. Okay. We want these. And then for some reason this one, but I don't know if I'm going to do that one. I may skip that one. Air dashes do not cost stamina could be really good. Then after that, I think it's all technical ability that it tells me to get. Let me just take a look. Yeah. After that, it's a lot of technical ability. My gosh, I might actually be something of a netrunner at the end of this. Probably not. My intelligence and cool remain low. Despite it all, I'm still kind of stupid. There. Good enough. I can't believe how far we've gotten just like this as it is. I can't believe that melee has worked. There. Now I look like just anybody else walking by. Surely the person who just broke into that complex wouldn't be hanging out there, right? Who would do that? All right, let's see. Can't do that one. Have no idea where the last one is for this. This is frustrating for me. Maybe it's because I've accidentally killed a few of them. Maybe that's the problem. However, I hate to cut this short, but I have a few things I need to get done in the next 48 hours, and I think I'm going to go get those done. So, want to thank you all for coming today. Hope you enjoyed the show. Next stream will be on Tuesday. It'll be some Enshrouded over on twitch.tv/Mowser. There will also be some on Thursday. And the following weekend, I don't know if there's going to be time for a Cyberpunk stream. If there is, it might be on Monday as opposed to Sunday. Simply because it is going to be the, Easter weekend for me. And usually on Easter weekend, obviously, you spend a bit of time with your family. So that is currently my plan. I don't know. I do have a 5-day weekend this coming weekend, so maybe instead of on Sunday, or if I do it on Sunday, it might just be later than usual. Because I do plan on coming back to my own place on Sunday. So maybe what I'll do is I'll give myself enough time to go grocery shopping. Maybe I'll even do it on Friday. And that way, as soon as I get back, I should be able to make a thumbnail and get ready for Cyberpunk. I guess I'll leave it as maybe. With regards to the regular weekly streams, those will still be going on at the usual time, 7 Atlantic. And yeah, that's it. So, again, I want to thank you all for coming today. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.